Done with.
Dude, you've been done.
I'm still here.
For what? Why? Because you just want to be a asshole.
You're right.
Then why the would you be in this competition?
I'm here.
Bone face.
Why do you look 50 and you're 24?
What? What did you say? Go yourself.
Would you rather have the brand new PS5 or a weekend with these three lovely ladies and you can do anything you want with them?
Wait, anything with them?
Like anything.
A whole weekend?
A whole weekend.
Damn, but the PS5 though, like it just dropped.
I know.
Oh, damn, y'all beautiful though, but
Hold on, what'd you say?
PS5 or us?
Oh,
bro, y'all beautiful, but I had a PlayStation 4 for 4 years, but I need a PS5.
Oh, God.
My nigga.
Y'all, so this dude came in my DM yesterday. He was like, "You're pretty, I'm trying to get to know you." He literally sent me $1,000 just to get to know me. And y'all literally sit here and think I'm gonna get to know y'all for free when somebody just paid me $1K for him to get to know me? Be so for real.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now.
Would you feel comfortable if your father was watching your OnlyFans and subscribing to it?
Probably not, no.
You would not feel comfortable, and I'll tell you why. That's because in your heart of hearts, in your soul, if you still got one, you know it's wrong. That's your work. In my work, if my mother consumed my work, I'd be thankful and pleased that she took an interest in my work and supported my work. If she bought my products, I'd be thankful. If your mother or father bought your products, you'd be disgusted and ashamed because you know what you're doing is wrong and the product of what you're doing is bad.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
I got a question for you. Do you have car insurance?
100%. No reason.
All right. Do you have homeowners insurance?
100%.
Do you have life insurance?
100%.
Do you have medical insurance?
100%.
Did you get tired of your insurance agent talking about the possibilities of you losing your life and being rewarded? Hold on for a second. I know, but don't be a butt person. Here's the deal. Here's the deal. You have insurances. Although it's a very uncomfortable situation, and life insurance people who sell it tend to be scumbags. They tend to be looked at as scumbags, like, I don't want to have this conversation about me dying, but you surely will die. So you better have the conversation. The reality is, yes, it's a very tough conversation. I have to spend a lot of time talking about it. It's very difficult. However, there needs to be some insurance, and there's no insurance, and so we must talk about it.
He ain't lying.
That all up in me at one time. Don't try to make me take all that dick at one time.
Slow and easy.
He said, don't worry. I wouldn't do that to you. I would not rush all this dick up in you at one time. I'm going to take it easy on you. She said, okay, I think I can take it. So he laid down. The nigga rushed all that dick up in her.
Jammed it into there.
Jammed and round.
Like Jam City.
All kind of dick up in that girl at one time.
Dang.
And took her breath some more.
And we bike. Oh, snap. Yo, what's up, y'all? It's Cali West. Thank you for tuning in to another episode. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you're feeling this shit. So, it's Wednesday. We got to get through this hump day, you dig? You feel me? Shout out to all the Righteous Fear members and all the free agent style, members who may check in later or on the replay. We all know Coach is still on, but I think he's finalizing his show now, so I might as well get on with my show. But salute to all the free agent lifestyle mentors and everybody in this Coach gang. But anyway, I ain't gonna bore y'all by just keep on talking about all that. We're gonna get to this show. So I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Like I said, I appreciate the replay gang. If it wasn't without you, I would be nothing. Now, with that being said, it's time to talk about what we're talking about tonight. Now, let's see here. Now, as y'all see from the title, it says, "Did Baby leave his wedding with Toni Braxton to be with Kimora Lee Simmons, bro?"
Really him. You're a victim. Here we go, CSI.
Now, without going into it too much, we all know, well, y'all might not know this, but I'm going to tell y'all now. Baby did have dealings with Kimora Lee Simmons all the way from 2014, possibly even before then. There is a possibility that Baby was even dealing with, a matter of fact, not even a possibility. I think that it was known that Baby was basically hanging around Kimora even when she was still with Russell Simmons, bro. Yeah.
Holy Jesus. What is that? What the fuck is that?
Messy. And people used to say Russell Simmons and Kimora Lee was relationship goals. I still remember these people like, man, we want to be together like Russell and Kimora, like Will and Jada. And guess what? They ended up having the worst relationships ever.
You got it, girl. Drop her.
Now, with that being said, we come to find out, later on that, Baby has this continual relationship with Toni Braxton that probably most people probably didn't even know about. Now, with that being said, they came out, what was it, last month or maybe a couple of weeks ago, basically stating that, Baby and Toni Braxton was essentially, married. They've been married for 2 weeks. No, they've been married since August of last year. And basically the reason why she tried to get a divorce, they say, quote unquote, is because when they had their secret wedding, I guess Baby decided that he was going to leave the wedding early after they basically, they basically did their vows. He basically left. Comes to find out, I guess he said that he had told her that, he had some business to handle. Come to find out, that's not really the case. Now, with that being said, we're going to let one of these little TikTokers tell you what it is. Here we go.
But now we all done heard about Toni Braxton marrying Birdman back in August of 2024, right? Well, and then allegedly she filed for a divorce 2 weeks later. That's right, 2 weeks later. But what we don't know is why? Well, it looks like Birdman said he needed a coleslaw to his main dish. Word on the curb is that he's been fool-la-lying with Kimora Lee Simmons and funding her too. Child, they said that Birdman showed up late to the wedding. And also, right after then, he tried to make up an excuse to skip out and said he had some business to take care of. I'm sure Kimora Lee was saying, look, you can marry her if you want to, but you better bring your ass back to me right after that ceremony. What y'all think? Who? Let's dish about it in the comments.
Now, yo, this is some crazy shit. And I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I be coming with facts and stuff like that. Couldn't really come with too much facts because, first off, they had a secret wedding. But what I tell y'all boys, I told y'all, whenever someone has a secret wedding, that's because they know that people will have a problem with it. Shit, there's even a possibility that Kimora probably didn't even know that they even got married. Or maybe he did know that she was going to get married. But at the same time, at the end of the day, it's obvious that, Baby is obviously, we all know that Baby is obviously financing, not only is he financing Toni Braxton's relationship or her situation, he's also supporting Kimora Lee's situation. Now, a man support man comes through. He says, salute to Kelly West and everyone in the chat. Salute to the Nasty Boys and the Free Agent Lifestyle. I appreciate you for checking in, G. Now, with that being said, now, what was I going to say? Oh, so yeah. So what's crazy is the fact that now, Baby, he's basically, I guess he obviously got bread and he could afford to, I guess, take care of these chicks. I think my only problem with this situation, I mean, well, you know what? I have no problem with it. I guess my only argument is that, Baby, you rich and the only chicks you got with, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, Toni Braxton look good. She still look good. But Kimora Lee, I don't know, man. She must give some really good neck because, I mean, bruh, she's not even what she used to be anymore, man. I don't know. I mean, like I said, there must be some really amazing segs. I mean, because she divorced Russell, got with a billionaire white guy. Billionaire white guy ended up going to jail for like, I don't know, embezzlement or some type of fraud, right? And mind you, this is what's crazy. I titled this on the thumbnail, I put unfinished business. The reason why I say this is because not only is it that Baby has unfinished business with Kimora Lee that he's been dealing with for like over a decade, but also the fact that Kimora Lee has unfinished business. Not only did she just, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think Kimora had a baby by this white man, by this rich billionaire guy. But listen to this. Not only is she was with this billionaire guy, but she was still, her and Russell Simmons were still having a business relationship going on. Even though they divorced, they were still dealing with some type, still had money dealing with each other, to the point that Russell Simmons actually lost money in this whole little scandal with her husband. So I don't know if y'all know about that, but yeah, man, that shit fucking gets crazy, bro. Now, with that being said, so we all know that, and then, then Russell Simmons wonders why his daughter became a sugar baby. Your wife was literally a sugar baby to you, one, and then two, I mean, hey, yeah, Peter, the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. You feel me? Not at all. XL Pro comes through, he says salute. He also says like, share, subscribe, $, Cash App. No, Cash App, $, Cali West 1. I appreciate you, Chi. Salute. Now, that's really crazy, man. I mean, for Baby, I mean, at the same time, it's not really crazy at all. I mean, go figure, what did Toni Braxton really expect? Did she really expect Baby to go marry her and have no other woman? He was not going to have no other hoes? I mean, come on now, bruh. Come on, man.
Emotional damage.
And I think she does understand that. But here's the thing about, I always kind of bring up this woman, and I might have to save her. I might have to have her as one of my inserts. But she always says, whenever a woman comes from a family or friends who do not have a husband, run. Do not get with them. Because obviously, Toni Braxton probably felt some type of way, What's her name? Tamara Braxton, and her other sister probably convinced her to go and break up, with Baby or try to divorce him. But then I guess Toni Braxton must have snapped back in reality and realized she's only with Baby for the money any fucking way. Let's just be real. So at this point, she was like, you know what? I might as well let this man do what he do. And Baby, he's an idiot too, because if any chick go file divorce on me, shit. I mean, first off, I'm not gonna get married if I'm a millionaire like him. Secondly, man, if I was dumb enough to get married and the chick tried to pull a divorce, oh no, we're gonna keep that divorce going. As a matter of fact, after the divorce, if you still want to deal with me and you still want to have a relationship, hey, you know what? I wouldn't even knock a man for even doing that if he wanted to. But I do advise any man, anyone who pulls a divorce on you, even if she pulls it, you put a divorce on her. And guess what? Let her know, hey, that's what y'all want to do. We can still be together, but let's do a divorce. Because guess what? Only reason why Toni Braxton pulled away the divorce is because she figured if she just stick with this sucker for another 9 years, she would have half his shit. You know they in LA. Let's just be real.
Really him. Really You're a victim. There we go, CSI.
Yeah, man. She crazy. She crazy. She crazy. Now, yeah, man. But I mean, hey, I always kind of told my, I ain't gonna lie, if I could just talk my shit for a minute, y'all. I would say about maybe 5 years ago, maybe a little bit after COVID, I was dating a chick who was approximately my age, right? And I ain't gonna lie, even though an old chick is probably the last chick that you probably want to be in a relationship with, there's always trade-offs. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't probably advise any guys to go take an older chick seriously, but I ain't gonna lie. I had this older chick who was about my age. You know what I'm saying? I mean, at that point, you know, I ain't gonna lie. I used to be able to bust all inside of her, not get pregnant. You feel me? Not get pregnant. I think she had one daughter who was on her way to like going to like the army or college or some shit. And I ain't gonna lie, I kind of considered seriously dealing with her. And I'll say this much. When I said I wanted to seriously deal with her, I meant that loosely. Like, I liked spending time with her. The sex was really good. She was very good looking. She was definitely my type. Dark skin, short. You feel me? You know. But I'll honestly say that the one of the reasons why I considered being with her, seriously, as much as y'all might be like, damn, Callie, why the fuck would you get with an old broad? Man, the only reason why I even considered getting with her is because, one, I ain't gonna lie, the sex was really good. Two, we really kind of got along. Look, we didn't really get along always, but I would say for the most part, we kind of got along, I'd say about 60% of the time, 70% of the time. But that being said, one of the reasons why I considered dealing with her was because she didn't care about me having other hoes. As a matter of fact, I think her knowing that I had other hoes made her respect me more. I mean, shit, I done had bitches come over here, you know what I'm saying, eat her pussy, you know what I'm saying, while I'm watching, and while I put my dick up in the other bitch and shit like that. And we done had more than enough threesomes and stuff like that. So at this point, you know, she knew I had other hoes, and she never told me not to go fuck with no other hoes. So with that being said, you know, at that point, I just kind of feel like if this grass in the infield, play ball. I mean, if I'm fucking with an older chick and she don't mind me having hoes, then guess what? Me and her could have a relationship. If she don't mind having sister wives or sister girlfriends, then guess what? You know, there's always trade-offs, you know what I'm saying? That's one reason, that's one way where an older chick could still be useful. Older ladies, take notes. If you really want an older dude, you might have to be willing to let him have some hoes. If you're willing to let him have some hoes, you'll be surprised. He'll stick around. Trust me, he will stick around. But guess what? Most women don't do that. Most women don't want to do that for a guy. Most women are with guys that they feel that they should be filled. Most women are with guys who they feel that they're doing that guy a favor. Just be real. A man supporting man says a real man is one woman man, LOA. Right. Whatever you say about you. You're a wild boy.
This is a sick Negro.
Yeah, man. But nah. I mean, I just kind of feel like, hey, if you really like, hey, if you really want a man and you want to keep a man, ladies, I'm telling y'all, I know y'all ain't gonna listen to me, but if y'all just let your dude have other hoes, but first off, let them have other hoes, one, and two, satisfy your man, bro. If you satisfy your man, you'd be surprised. Hoes don't really get in your way unless you think you do. But guess what? The only woman who's really worrying about hoes taking their man is women who use sex as a weapon anyway. So go figure. Go figure.
But shh, don't tell nobody.
Damn, these lights, man. These lights be getting kind of hot up in here, man. Shit. Anyway, I'm a fucking purple. I'm gonna muscle through, man. I want to tell me. It's like I got the AC on, but I guess it's because I wasn't. Hold up. You know what? I'm burning up, y'all. Let me turn on this fan. I had a video that I showed y'all last night, but I know that y'all wasn't all tuning in last night because it was late as hell. But I'm gonna play it now for y'all. Here we go. Which one y'all going with? Which one y'all boys go with? A, B, or C? I don't know, bro. I told them last night A would be my number one because, she got a lot of room to work with, but I'll take them all, bro. Shout out to the Nasty Boys. You feel me? Which one y'all taking before we move on? Which one y'all boys going with? Y'all had to choose one. Shout out to the woman in the continent. Who y'all going with? Y'all going with A, B, or y'all can go for that juicy ass booty and go for the C? Which one y'all going with? I ain't gonna front though. They'll all be great bedtime fun, but I ain't gonna lie. 7, she got it ass. She got that ass, boy. Like, all she gotta do is just lose that belly, and she's like, I don't know. She might have him beat because she might be the one with the natural hair. Like the other bitches got, braids and weaves. She's the one with the afro. Y'all ain't fucking with the sisters from the continent, y'all. Y'all ain't fucking with no sisters from the continent, huh? Y'all ain't fucking with the ladies from the continent, y'all. I don't think Dr. Umar would appreciate that. I don't think he'll appreciate that rhetoric there. Oh, okay. I can't find my Dr. Umar right now, so we're gonna let that slide. Now, as much as racism does prevail in America, and we know racism be going on, man. Let's just be real. I know racism might not be always our problem, but let's just be real. Racism still be going on. But that's not what this topic has to deal with. What this topic has to deal with is the opposite, actually. Now, as much as people might be racist and stuff like that, not everybody racist. And guess what? There are many, many black people and white people who get along. With that being said, here goes a black brother helping a white brother. I guess he's helping him put his pimp hand down. Check it.
Damn. hanging up on me, not saying anything.
3 cars in there.
She fucking, nigga. Nigga, she fucking. Call her back, nigga. Nigga, interrupt her nut, nigga. She ain't finna come, nigga. She fucking, nigga. Hell no, she can't come right now. Fuck you, man.
Damn.
She fucking. Oh, she get busted off.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
She fucking, nigga.
Damn, that's crazy.
Oh, nigga, blow her phone up, nigga. Fuck that, nigga. We tend about our bitch, nigga. Nigga, don't blow it on the gas. Nigga, blow her phone up, nigga. We tend about.
It's an evil world we live in.
Damn, Jody. Oh, no. Damn, bro. Jody got your girl, bro. Jody got your girl.
If you got a girl, drop her.
Bro. She gone. She gone. Here go part 2.
Man, don't fucking talk to me ever the fuck again, bitch. Fuck you. I just saw every fucking text you ever sent. You talked to Austin fucking yesterday. Don't fucking talk to me ever again.
No, I didn't.
We're fucking done. We're fucking done. Fuck you, you stupid fucking bitch.
Oh, man.
Emotional damage.
Sheesh.
This is a sick Negro.
Oh, Cheeto, you gonna call her baby again?
I didn't call her baby.
Yes, you did,
I
bro.
said, alright, bye.
You said, alright, bye, baby.
No, I said, alright, bye.
Bro, stop lying, dude. You trying to explain to her, talking about your location ain't out. Nigga, turn that motherfucker off, nigga. What she gonna do? She gonna beat you up? Fuck she gonna do? Huh? Not a damn thing. Turn your location out then. You scared. Put on Eastwood, you ain't scared. On Eastwood, you ain't scared.
This is a sick Negro.
Y'all boys is crazy. You know what? Y'all boys is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because, yo, I don't think I ever gave a bitch my motherfucking location ever in my motherfucking life. I think a girl gave me her location on Snapchat when I was dating this chick who was, a lot younger than me. But me give you my location? I mean, I give you my location if I tell you to come through so we could fuck. But give you my location as in I go from here to there and you know where I am every motherfucking time? Bitch, please.
Silence, you funny fool. I've had it with your whining and bumbling.
Bitch is insane. Yeah, man. You YNs, y'all new generation dudes, y'all boys is crazy. But salute to bro for, you know what I'm saying, for at least, staying on this boy's neck. That way he don't go out like no, simp ass sucker motherfucker. You feel me? So salute to bro for that. He's still in love with her though. And you know what? And I'm gonna just say this much. It's a little tough. Like, it's tough to know that your girl dogged you out and dissed you. And the only reason why she's talking to that dude now, right? Because if you look at the videos, you could clearly see, I think maybe that was at least 2 days because homeboy had a completely different outfit in the first video than he did in the last 2. His hat changed, his clothes changed. So with that being said, see what had happened was, the first time when, the first night when he found out about him getting, his girl getting smashed, what had happened was he broke up with her or dissed her, right? The next day or whatever that was on that phone call. And what had happened was, because he put the applied pressure and was like, fuck you, bitch, she basically decided she's going to apply pressure on the guy who's fucking her. And obviously when she was like, well, you know what? I'm done with this dude now. What's up with me and you? Because she went into panic mode. Because here's the thing. Women usually do not want to break up with their boyfriends until they damn near know for sure that the other guy is going to be with them. All the way up to the point that they, sucking them off. You know what I'm saying? They're looking at his gooch. They're doing all that. You feel me? They're doing all that freaky shit just to make sure they're with this dude, just to solidify their relationship. And what happened was when, we all know that women, they're the ones who break up all relationships. But here's the thing. The thing is that she inadvertently, just because she got caught up, broke up the relationship a little too premature. So what happened is she went to panic mode. When she went to panic mode, she essentially basically put the applied pressure on the new dude, and the new other dude, the other dude did? Yeah, she said, you know what, I don't have no boyfriend now. I'm all yours. Baby, I'm yours. Baby, I'm yours. I'm yours. He was like,
run! Go! Get to the chopper!
And that nigga was like,
shut up, bitch.
And got his ass up out of Dodge. That's what he did. So at this point now, she's talking to him in a whole different tone because she ended up realizing you broke up with a dude. You broke up with a guy who really wanted to be with you over a dude who don't give a fuck about you. And now you're feeling stupid now. I can run that back if y'all don't notice that. Look how big and brazen and how she's talking big shit to this man. Check it.
Hanging up on me, not saying anything.
3 cars in there.
Did y'all hear that? She was like, oh, I'm gonna call you back. She said it's so gangster. Look.
What's he doing? Damn. Hanging up on me, not saying anything.
3 cars in there.
Damn, bro. Sheesh. That is fucking crazy. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know, the first time I got cheated on, unfortunately, y'all, we all, when we get cheated on, we all know that we are getting cheated on before we even find out. It is that men, because we weren't taught and we weren't trained by greater men above us to handle a breakup, we always wanted closure. Ninja, you don't need no motherfucking closure. The moment a bitch start acting funny, cut the bitch the fuck off. But guess what? As a young man, you don't know that. You gotta go through the moment till you get embarrassed in front of your homeboy and your girl's on the phone sucking another nigga's dick, bruh. Sheesh.
Really him. You're a victim. There we go, CSI.
Now, as I go off on a tangent, I do want to bring up the other video where look at how the energy shifted and how she talking now.
I don't like how you let this hoe cheat on you and call her baby again.
Oh, my bad. Here we go. It's right here. I think it's this.
Man, don't fucking.
Oh, no. Here.
Did,
I said, bitch,
oh, it is.
fuck you. I just saw every fucking text you ever sent. You talked to Austin fucking yesterday. Don't fucking talk to me ever again.
No, I didn't.
We're fucking done. We're fucking done. Fuck you, you stupid fucking bitch.
See? No, I didn't. But the day before, she was like, oh, she was busy, and she hung up on his ass twice in front of his homeboy, bruh. I'm not trying to laugh because we all been there. But like I said, salute to bro for standing up for his bro and coaching him through the process. He can make sure this dude don't fuck with his ass, because guess what? He made it put it on his hood. I don't know. He made it put it on Hillsborough or some shit, whatever the fuck he said. What did he say?
Her cheat on you and call her baby again.
I didn't call her baby.
Yes, you did, bro.
I said, all right, bye.
You said, all right, bye, baby.
No, I said, all right, bye.
Bro, stop lying. Then you trying to explain to her, talking about your location ain't out. Nigga, turn that motherfucker off, nigga. What she gonna do? She gonna beat you up? Fuck she gonna do? Huh? Not a damn thing. Turn your location out then. You scared? Put on Eastwood, you ain't scared. On Eastwood, you ain't scared.
Ninja, he said on Eastwood, you better not be scared. On Eastwood. Ow, on Eastwood, you better not be scared, G. Monk Dan comes through with a $20 hot super chat. He said, what up, Cali West Miami? Glad to catch the live stream. Shout out to the Jam City crew. Yeah.
That all up in me at one time. Don't try to make me take all that dick at one time.
Slow and easy.
He said, don't worry. I wouldn't do that to you. I would not rush all this dick up in you at one time. I'm going to take it easy on you. She said, okay, I think I can take it. So he laid down. The nigga rushed all that dick up in her.
Jammed it into there.
Jammed and round.
Like Jam City.
All kind of dick up in that girl at one time.
Hey.
And took her breath some more.
I appreciate you for the $20 super chat. You know your boy need that for that chicken sandwich. Need that chicken sandwich. You know what I'm saying? Need another case of these Red Bulls. Boy, definitely need to get his chicken back up. So I appreciate you contributing to the show. Every dollar does go back to the Cali West Miami show. Let's believe that. Salute once again, my G. So yeah, man. You know, I share things like this not to embarrass men. I mean, even though it might be a little bit kind of entertaining and it might be a little bit funny, but no, I'm not doing this to diss any man or hurt a man or try to hurt a man's feelings and nothing like that. But this is how men learn, and we, you know, and guess what? Even this young YN, this young, or should I say, yeah, this young YW, I don't know, or young YN or whatever, I don't know. He's gonna learn. You know, one day he's gonna look at the situation. He's gonna laugh about it. He might laugh in embarrassment, but he's gonna laugh. He's gonna think it's funny. Cause now that I look at my first breakup and the first time I got caught, I got cheated on. I mean, I don't think it ever feels good getting cheated on, but I do feel like when you do get older, it's not as much of a big deal anymore. Definitely, you know. But you should definitely get through your heartbreak definitely early, bro. Definitely early.
This is a sick Negro.
Yes, sir. You know, I mean, as this, you know, fellas, you just gotta, young men, you just gotta, you know, embrace the breakup, y'all. You know, just embrace the breakup. Embrace the heartbreak. Once you do that, you end up realizing you got a lot farther in life. And then, you know, you won't even be taking them so seriously. And then you start seeing, you're going to see the bullshit. It's to the point that you don't even need to see her. You don't even need to catch her in a car smashing her ex. You are just going to move on to the next. Now, you know, unfortunately, a lot of men, you know, because of scarcity, I ain't going to say I don't be, you know, fucking with no scallywags. And, you know, a man support man, he always be getting to me because he know I'll be, you know, he know I'll be fucking these fat hoes in the dark, you feel me? You know, dick them down in the dark, you know what I'm saying, when nobody can see me, you know what I mean? But, you know, at the same time, you know, I don't give a fuck who the fuck it is. You know, I don't give a fuck a fat bitch, fine bitch, or whatever. You know, at the same time, you still got to stand up and, you know, dismiss them when you have to. Oh. That's not even the video I was going to pull up. I pulled up this video earlier that was crazy. Where was it at? It was about something about closure. Oh, here we go. Check this out, y'all. My fiance. It says, my fiance used to get closure with my. There you go.
How was it, baby?
That was good.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think it was good closure for me and for him, and like hopefully we can be friends in the future.
Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah, I think he's gonna be happy.
Now we can worry about our future. I love you, baby.
Love you.
I'm so excited.
Can I get McDonald's?
Of course.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
This is a sick Negro.
What the hell? Oh my God. No way. Yay. Hey, man, support, man. I wish I knew what the hell, man. Man, bruh. And then the bitch asked for McDonald's, bro. Yo, that was just so motherfucking random as fuck, bro.
It's all bullshit. All of it.
Hopefully we could be friends in the future, bro. Bruh.
If you got a girl, drop her.
She gone, bruh. She gone. She gone. And look how she was hugging him, dude. Hey, did you hear what my nigga said? He said, goodbye for now. You know, he gonna be clapping them cheeks in about a week or two, bruh.
What kind of shit is that?
Bruh, you already know. He already gonna be clapping them cheeks, bruh. Man, he'll probably clap them cheeks after they spent the weekend with each other.
That all up in me at one time. Don't try to make me take all that dick at one time.
Slow and easy.
He said, don't worry. I wouldn't do that to you. I would not rush all this dick up in you at one time. I'm going to take it easy on you. She said, okay, I think I can take it. So he laid down. The nigga rushed all that dick up in her.
Jammed it in her then.
Jammed and rammed.
Like Jam City.
All kind of dick up in that girl at one time.
Dang.
And took her breath some more.
Yo, he basically was like, nigga, I'm still gonna be fucking your bitch, bro.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Man, yo, I'm gonna tell some chick right now. Look, if you need to go get closure with any dude, we don't even need to be fucking with each other no more. You feel me? We don't need to fuck with each other no more. Or we can still fuck with each other, but guess what? You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna be together. You know what I'm saying? I just hope that's the dude you want to be with. If you really gotta be, you know, trying to find closure and shit like that. You know what's crazy? She essentially, with this move, whether it was her idea or his, she's essentially flossing that she has a new dude to the other dude. And I hate to say this, y'all, but men get competition anxiety as well. This is just gonna make him want to kind of fuck her even more, because now it's the ego thing. Now what? Damn, does she really even like him to the point that she's gonna not fuck with me? Oh, trust me, she's definitely cheating, bro. She's definitely cheating. There's a point I wanted to bring up too. The fact that I remember in my blue pill beta days, that was not very long ago. I would say at least it was over 10 years ago. But like I said, that's not very long ago. I can honestly say that I remember, you know, asking myself, and I even asked these hoes these questions too. Like, I remember saying, you know, I remember dealing with girls and their exes will call, and I used to get mad and, you know, be in blue pill, you know, rage over it and be like, oh, you know, like when I be hitting up hoes and when they get a boyfriend, you know, they stop talking to me. Cause let's be real, y'all. We all had that girl who was fucking with us. She was fucking with us and probably was fucking with us and probably actually liked us until they got with somebody else. And when they got with that somebody else, I don't know, maybe the dude was paying them more financially. Maybe that was the dude that they really wanted. By the end of the day, even if they were quote unquote hoes, they were not willing to risk their relationship with this type of dude, whether it was a full-on relationship, whether it was a homie lover friend situation. They were not willing to lose out on that relationship to the point that they weren't going to allow to have other dudes call or text them. That's why a lot of these chicks going to be hitting y'all back up. Now, of course, once the relationship's already over or the possibility of their relationship being over, she might open up to you. Shit, I've even had chicks that I had hit up and they were in relationships and they left me on red and I seen that they'd read my messages. But, once the breakup happened, I usually end up finding out the dude was right there, or maybe the dude answered the phone, or the dude was right there on the spot, so that's why she didn't answer. But as soon as they break up and that relationship's over, then they'll, come around. But I remember being on the other side of the coin where, I had a girl and she was still entertaining her other dudes, and like being a blue pill, you kind of feel like, if a girl's, if a dude's hitting up a girl, that doesn't mean that he said fuck her, all that goofy ass blue pill beta shit. But I have to be honest with you, even then, even when I was on my blue pill beta shit, it always bothered me. And I think it doesn't bother me because I'm special or because, I just kind of feel like naturally men, we naturally know. Whether we're religious or not, we know what's right and what's wrong. We know what doesn't feel good. Because let's be real, if we were to do the same things that these women do, that we are told to not feel insecure about, they would be literally insecure about. Like, for example, girls, they want you to allow them to have male friends. But guess what? You show them a bad bitch, and she is your friend. Trust me, she's going to have a problem with you talking to her. She's going to probably want you to block her from social media and from your phone. Because they understand. The same thing as they understand, they play naive when the shoe's on the other foot. So yeah, man, this dude is definitely cucking himself right here, bro. Good night for now, bro.
Oh, there you go. How was it, baby?
It was good.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think it was good closure for me and for him, and hopefully we can be friends in the future. Yeah, I think he's gonna be happy.
Now we can worry about our future. I love you, baby.
Love you.
I'm so excited.
Can I get McDonald's?
Of course.
Run! Go! Get to the chopper!
What would Coach Greg Adams call her? Merp. Merp. This is all that for this merp right here, bro. I'm not doing all that. I'm not doing that, boy. I'm not doing that. I wouldn't even do that for, I don't know, Halle Berry in her prime. But he's doing all that for merp, dog. Look, for merpster. For the merpster, bro. Somebody send this to Coach Greg Adams. I might even have to post this shit on my IG. A man supported man, you might have to post this shit on your IG. Look at this goofy ass shit, man. This is some goofy ass motherfucking shit, bro. Tell me that's not gonna be her in about 5 years if she keep on eating that bullshit ass McDonald's, yo. For real, for real. Now, what else I got for y'all? I'm gonna give y'all another like maybe 10 minutes, and I'm about to be out at 5,000. Oh, now, women like the finer things, and I get that, and I get that. But just because you want the finer things doesn't mean that you have culture. Check it.
Watch until the end.
Really never had a guy stay with me and it's like,
I'm going food shopping for this house. I'm going to get a couple of other things. I'm coming back and get something for everybody. And he really went. He came back, had groceries for everybody and everything. I'm thinking, this is my dream man. I love it. He even had a jury, like, look, close your eyes. I was like, close your eyes vibes. Like, I'm thinking I'm living in awe. I closed my eyes. He opened his attendance rate, so he got me whatever. I'm like, oh, okay, you buying things. So now he said, I want to take you on a date. So I'm like, I'm thinking steakhouse. I'm thinking, big old lobsters. You know what I'm saying? Like
tennis bracelet to make you think that, okay?
Right. I said, yeah, we're gonna eat some lobsters. Lamborghinis.
He was driving a Lamborghini?
No, I said I thought we was finna eat some Lamborghinis or whatever. The noodles. Well, whatever. Anyway, I thought we'd eat, but he just wanted to go to a
It just hit me. You mean linguine?
That's the one. Yeah.
Okay.
Bruh.
This is a sick Negro.
She couldn't even say the name Linguini, bruh. She couldn't say Lamborghini. She couldn't say Linguini. Damn, bruh. That's terrible, bruh. But you know what's so crazy? She's complete, like, even if he probably didn't take you to that type of restaurant because you're probably just gonna embarrass yourself any fucking way. And yeah, I ain't gonna lie, man. I ain't saying I don't dip my pen in some crazy ink and shit like that, but damn. I don't know, bro. Like, I mean, damn, I'm gonna dick you down in the dark, but I ain't taking you out nowhere. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Here go a few dollars, man. Just go to eat by your damn self. Okay, what else I got for y'all? Oh, let's hear what she got to say.
I need help with. Why is it that every time a woman says, I am childless and I am happy, that men get so livid? Why? I recently made a video saying I'm 32 years young and childless and I'm happy and I'm jumping around and frolicking, in a garden, and men are like, you're gonna die old, your eggs are turning into dust, and blah, 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 blah. And then the women are like, good for you. Even if they have children, they're like, great, good for you. What is that like? I find it to be hilarious because these men will never understand the gravity of what it is to have a child. They don't understand the fact that we risk our lives every time we reproduce.
Okay, women like to say this. And for any female viewers, you're more than welcome to chime in on this. Yes, there is a chance of mortality when a woman is carrying a child and or is in labor. I get that. Want to know what else puts men in danger? Men working in coal mines, men working on construction, men working on freeways, men being firemen, men being paramedics, men being police officers, men working in construction, men who are electricians, men who, you name it. You know how you have, this internet and stuff? These are dangerous jobs that men have to do every day, not for just 9 months, once every, 5-6 years, because y'all women are not even having kids anymore, right? Men, there are more men who risk their lives on the daily than women who are in labor for only 9 months. Most women only have one kid anyway, every 9 months of their life. 9 months out of their lives? Come on now, let's not be goofy. And with that being said, the mortality rate of women having a miscarriage or even having a difficult pregnancy or mortality rate when it comes to pregnancy is not much now, because women have they have a shot that they can put in their back, epidural, they have C-section, they have other methods, they have doctors, they have clean facilities, clean hospitals to have children. So children and women are not dying from pregnancy like they used to back in the day throughout history. We live in a modern day age where women could practically have a kid, almost to the point that when they're not even actually having the kids, to the point that they even have an EV stroke. What's so crazy? Women always talk about, oh, it's always a risk to have kids, yet they're willing to freeze their eggs and have kids later. How ironic. Which in reality is, let's just be real, the best time for a woman to have a kid will be when they're young, would be, as young as possible, legally, of course. But, a woman's body is more ready when she is, a young adolescent to, young adult, what, before their 30s. When you're after their 30s, you're going to have more of a risk of having, mortality rate of pregnancy, whether it's the kid or the mother, after 32, hence geriatric pregnancy. A man supported man, he says, she's nice looking. Oh, yeah, she's fine. She's fine. I should have featured her on this before. She's fine. She's fine. But I just had to just debunk that before we let her talk. Because them titties is tittying right now, though, right? Word, bro. I ain't going front, bro. Them titties is tittying for real, G.
She wanna put that pussy on me, put it on me.
Because there could be some kind of complication and it's the end of our existence as we know it. They don't understand the sacrifices that are made because under most circumstances, we are the ones that take care of children when men decide to move on and date somebody younger, whatever the hell they want to do. We are the primary caretakers in most instances. So yes, it is a huge responsibility that we are deciding to take on or not take on. But I still don't understand where in a man's...
Hold up. Let's take another step. Why are women the primary caretakers of children? Let's just be real. Women are not the main. They're not the main. They're not the main caretakers of children because they're better at it. I'm gonna say this. Y'all can be mad, ladies. Women, y'all have the kids more because y'all better at having kids. It is because that is the easiest job out of versus going out to work in a construction site or a coal mine or a factory, okay? Where there's molten lava, molten steel, where they had to melt from ore, okay? And make iron, all right? So y'all can try to make it seem like, see, his thing is, what y'all want to do is y'all want to make it seem like raising a child is that difficult. And I hate to say this because I don't have children, but I can say this much. As a person who had younger siblings, I can tell you that taking care of kids is not that hard. Sometimes I had to watch my siblings. Raising a kid is not that difficult as they make it seem. Not compared to real work, like getting outside in the heat and getting under a car and making it fixing it and making it work and working on the wiring of the car, making sure the engine running and all that. And, going up into people's roofs to make sure that AC starts running because the electrical wire burnt out. And you have to be in there all night in the Miami summer, burning up, you know what I'm saying, in a damn long sleeve shirt because why? You don't want to be fucking getting itchy and stuff because of, of insulation and shit like that, and breathing in certain things that you don't want to breathe in and having to wear masks and shit like that. But y'all want to complain about fucking raising some fucking kids, bro. Man, miss me with that bullshit, man.
I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch.
Anyway, we're gonna let you continue your sexy ass.
Mind, or should I say boy's mind, why does it trigger you? The fact that I'm not breeding, I'm not reproducing, I'm also not a wife. Like, until my finger gets heavy, there ain't no reproduction going on in his belly. What's so hard to understand about that? What the helly? For real.
Yo, I'm gonna just say this right now. The only people who are begging her to have kids is the niggas who want to impregnate her, which are, I hate to say this, sim suckers. She fine. She fine. She fine. I ain't gonna lie. She fine. Yeah, I ain't saying a ninja wouldn't want to bust up inside her, 32 or not. The only thing is that all she's gonna do is just baby trap you anyway. She's talking like a feminist. You know what I'm saying? And I hate to say this, but yeah, I mean, I don't hate to say this. It's the fact. It's the truth. But she hates men. Look at her. This woman does not like men. The only men that she likes are the men that she's attracted to. Other than that, she don't respect men. If you're not an 8 on the scale, she don't like men. And a man supporting man says she ain't a virgin though, but she wants her ring to be her ring finger to be, or her ring finger to be heavy. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, she's gorgeous. She's beautiful. You feel me? She's beautiful. You know? And the only reason why dudes are telling her to have kids and to settle down and stuff like that is because she look good. But unfortunately, all the things that look good ain't always good. You know, she has a beautiful smile. She's fine. I ain't gonna lie. I'll eat her all up. I ain't gonna lie. I'll probably do all types of freaky things to her if she let me. But at the same time, just know, you know what I'm saying? She an apex predator like a motherfucker. And if you think you're one of those game ninjas who don't have to pay for it, let's just say fine. She don't want no money from you because she got her own money. She just wants the dick. She'll take your seed from you. You probably will barely even ever see your seed again. You know what I'm saying? Just the way she talk, she despises men. You could just tell she don't have a good relationship with her daddy. Because she had to go take a shot at men. Talk about, oh, you men, I mean, you boys. She had to correct herself just to kind of bring men down from here to here. And unfortunately, that's what a lot of sisters do in the Black community. And then Black women and Boosie turn around and ask Black men why they rather date white women when they get their money up. Shit crazy, bro. Shit motherfucking crazy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. What else I got for y'all boys? I don't know what this is, but I might play it. Hopefully it's something that's appropriate.
Nails. They match your shoes. I see you got a great pedicure. Mm-hmm. You're not cheap on yourself. So where are you investing? Well, you see what I'm saying? When I hear a mom say, I'm struggling, I'm going through this, I don't have a house, I got bad transportation, I'm going through all of this, the one thing I'm not expecting is a manicure like that. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Now, yo, I gotta stop this. This chick is from that interview that Tommy Sotomayor did on Rumble, where he interviewed that woman who had the 5 kids and she said that she was going to give them all up for adoption. That's this chick here. That's her. And basically, she was just telling her about how, how's it that you're struggling, but, your hair's still done, your nails still done, and all that. This is, I think, Jaguar, right? I'm not a big fan of her per se. I don't know. But anyway, hey, even a broken clock could be right twice a day.
Pedicure like that, because you know why? She's stacking every dollar that she has to do. Because I heard your story. It's all very unfortunate. I mean, there's people who go through worse than me. Oh, I know. I've been through my own set of shit. That's why I'm talking to you. Yeah. Because I was a teen mom. So you were talking about your struggles with your kids. Which one of your kids did you want to have the least?
All of them. I never wanted to be a mom until I was married. I've always had the idea that I wanted to be abstinent but I never had that. I never had that choice. So
wait a goddamn minute. Hold up. Wait. Hold up. You wanted to be abstinent, but you didn't have that choice? Okay. So how did it happen 5 times then? Because, you know, I mean, I guess everybody can make a mistake. I guess, yeah, everybody could do something once by mistake. All right, fine. Oops, my mistake. But lady, you got 5 kids.
Peep this. You go viral because of your unfortunate situation as a mother for 5 kids.
Yeah.
And you wanted to have none of them.
But I do. I mean, obviously, I still want my
Why
kids.
do you want them now? You said live your life. Do what makes you feel good. Whatever it is, no one can judge you. So let's be clear about this. These are 5 children.
Yeah.
You no longer have to worry about how they're going to be okay. You don't have to feel guilty if they don't eat. You don't have to worry about who's going to break into the car and touch them at night. You don't have to worry about any of these things that you were worrying about online, correct?
Technically, I don't have to, but I do.
No. But think about it. They're not with you. And you separated yourself.
Man, I might have to do a video about that again. So we might have to bring the Toni Braxton interview again. But the bitch is all the way fucking goofy. She's clearly selfish. And like Monk Dan says, she's a victim.
You're a victim. There we go, CSI.
And you know what's crazy? The only reason why she did not give up her kids the first time through CBS is because they're going to cut off that damn welfare checks. So I don't know if she officially gave them up now, but you know, she's like here to talk about, you know, her little situation, giving up her own kids. Yeah, remember when she came on and talked about, you know, she's sick of being a mother, I'm going to get rid of my kids and all that. I'm sure y'all remember that. I don't know, y'all. I'm almost 100% sure.
You're telling me that
I'm almost 100% sure. I'm 100% sure she's selling pussy. Yo, I'm 100% sure she's selling pussy. A man support man said, you see my other message? Oh, shit. You did say, DM me the post of the white chick. I'll remix it and post it. Don't be sure, brother. I got you. I'm going to post it on my Instagram, and you should be able to download my video right off of Instagram and do whatever you got to do with it. I got you, G. If I remember that, I'm gonna post it. I got you. I'm gonna say, no matter what. I might even just make sure I send it to your DM just in case. That way you can do your thing with it, G. Now, Monk Dan says she's a victim. Yeah, she claims she's a victim. Yeah, she's a victim. She did nothing wrong. You know, but look at her. She's some pussy. Look, her little Indian looking ass. She's some pussy.
you're driving a car that doesn't have any tags on it and you could get pulled over.
Barely, but every now and then, yes.
But my thing is why drive it at all?
Shit, I got shit to do. I can't exactly catch the bus right now.
I want you to think about what you're saying. Why drive it at all? Because see, I will tell you this right now, and I'm not saying this to hurt your feelings, but I want you to get real with you. If getting back to your kids is really what you want, continuing to do things that could make that not possible doesn't sound all that. Mothers don't put themselves in certain danger that could keep them from their children. The question isn't whether or not you love your kids or want to be with your kids.
Yeah, I do.
That's not the question, though. The question is, are you a mother?
Yeah, I am.
Not everyone is.
I'm very much a mother.
Not everyone is. And there's nothing
I can't speak for everybody else, but I know I'm very much a mother.
Listen to me. There's nothing wrong with that.
I'm gonna take a break. 1 second. I'm
Please,
gonna just take you
hear me
small.
out. I need you to understand. This isn't me judging you. I'm the child that got raised.
Man, Jaguar, right? She's trying to be her mama. Unfortunately, man, her mama failed her the day that she decided to go have that woman by her goddamn self, unfortunately. And this is a never-ending cycle. This is something that Black leaders, the Black church, have been silent about for the last 60 years. At this point, I don't know if CONTELPRO is paying Black leaders not to talk about it, but that is clearly why the Black community or the remnants of the Black community is why it looks the way it is now. Because you have these women having kids that they really don't even give a fuck about. Because Jaguar Wright asked her a great question, and I respect, and I must say, I actually respect Jaguar Wright for how she phrased the question, because anyone can say that they love their kids. Anyone can say, "Oh, I love you, I love you, I love you." But guess what? Love doesn't mean shit if you don't have the actions to prove it. And that's why old girl wanted to cut the interview or wanted to take a break from the interview, because she's asking some cool questions. Because if you truly care about your kids, there's no way that you can have your kids with somebody else. Because let's be real, y'all. There are some situations where the kids will probably be better off in CPS. But I hate to say this, even when a kid has an abusive parent, if the kid goes to CPS or is into the system, that kid has more of a chance of being abused even more. Even though they were getting abused from their abuse from a parent, them being put in the system could ultimately open themselves up to other abuse from not only other children, but as well as the other adults who are paid to protect them. So she's really saying that. She's like, okay, well, because now there's no one to stop someone from trying to touch on your kids. There's no one available, because guess what? When kids are in parents' custody, the parents can make sure that no one's messing around or doing anything crazy with the kids. When you turn your kids into the system, you relinquish that right. And Jaguar Wright was right. Or should I say, Jaguar was right. So salute to her, man. Salute to her for telling the truth, you know what I'm saying, and hitting the facts. I mean, unfortunately, they're still able to hold all women accountable to that standard. Well, women in the community, that is. But hey, that's a whole another story in itself. Now, we always had the whole, remember, everybody's talking about this 100 gorilla crap, and then before that we had, they'll choose the bear. Check out what happens when they choose the bear. Yo, bruh. Did y'all just see that? Did y'all boys just see that, bro?
Holy Jesus. What is that? What the fuck is that?
Remember? The force is female. Women are empowered. Women are strong. Women don't need men. Remember all that?
Get to the chopper!
Look at her. She dropped her own baby. She let go of her own baby. Towards, what was that? Was that a bear or a fox? That was a bear, right? Yeah, that's a bear. I didn't know bears had such a long tail. Let me ask you a question. Is that a bear or a fox? Is that a bear or a wolf? Yo, does that kind of look like a wolf, man? Maybe I'm tripping. That ain't no bear. It kind of looks like a bear right here. Don't it look like a bear right here? bears have tails like that? I didn't know bears had long tails like that. But look, I don't give a fuck if that was a bear, tiger, wolf, puppy, none of that shit. There is no reason for her to look. She almost beat this. You know, I don't know if y'all know this. Do y'all know in the wild when an animal has like they have their hatchlings or they have their cubs? Do you know like a lot of these I would say not reverse of a predator. I forgot what it's called. But when you're on the bottom of the food chain, like I forgot what animal it was, but it was one of those vegetarian animals who can't really fight back, like some type of weasel, some type of animal. But basically, if they have their young and they are threatened by and they're threatened by, let's just say, a predator, they will literally drop the baby on the floor for the predator to go and grab as bait. I forgot what animal it was, but there are a few animals in the animal kingdom who will drop their kid as bait so they don't get eaten. I mean, you can say that's from an evolutionary standpoint. I don't know, but we just watched this woman literally just give her kid to the damn bear. Look, I guess she must have dropped the kid, but then she didn't even go and try to pick the kid up. She left her baby, bro.
Really him. You're a victim. There we go, CSI.
That's just crazy insane, bro. Crazy insane, G. Crazy insane. But yeah, man. But yo, I appreciate y'all for tuning in to another episode. Once again, it's Cali West. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate y'all. So please like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you're feeling this shit. Cali West, I'm out of here. Gone.